Hello Taurus, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you are here with me this week. This is your weekly reading for August 11th to the 17th. I want to first of all thank those of you that are new to my channel. Thank you for being here today. I certainly hope you enjoyed today's reading. And those of you that are returning, I want to thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, for all of the wonderful positive comments that you leave. Thank you so much for being part of this community. So I really do truly appreciate it. All right, Taurus, we're going to get right into your reading. We're going to get the angel number and then we're going to reveal it at the end of the reading. So sometimes it's a number that will relate to the messages that are coming up within the reading. Other times it could be just an additional message that your angels are trying to really speak to you about. All right, Taurus, we're going to start with your incoming energies. So let's see what is incoming for you as we move through August 11th to the 17th. Spirit guides. What are the messages for the beautiful sign Taurus? These are the energies upcoming. We're going to do the current energies as well. So let's see what's going on here. We've got number 6, playing it safe. You know, there's nothing wrong with playing things safe. Not all of us are going to adventure and, step out of our comfort zone. But I think that this is something that you might be thinking, well, maybe I do need a little bit of a change. There could be something to look at something a different way. Maybe you're looking at your situation a different way, your relationship, your spirituality, your job, your finances. You've been playing it really safe because you like that structure, you like that consistency, you like that safety net. But what you have to ask yourself is, am I comfortable still at this place? Or do I feel like I'm missing out on something? Because on the other side of this fence, there's all these fireworks going on. There's an adventure to be had. There's an adventure to recognize. And it could be the universe, it could be your spiritual team saying, you know what, Taurus, I think that there's something that you're missing out on. So let's find out, because of course, when we get into the tarot cards, we're going to get a little bit more into what's going on with that playing it safe. Sometimes there's just areas of our life where we've maybe been playing things a little bit safe too much. Maybe you need to get yourself out there. Maybe you need to socialize a little bit more. Again, there's so many different aspects of our life. And of course, this is a general reading. So it's going to resonate differently with each of you. So again, kind of pick up on your own intuition and see where that lies. But you've got number 4, energy, the true love. True love could be, are you playing it too safe in the areas of love? Maybe you are, especially those of you that are maybe ready to adventure into some sort of a new connection or a new relationship. I think we all put our guard up sometimes when we start to move in that sort of area of our life. True love, though, doesn't always have to be true love with someone else. What about how you look at yourself? How do you see yourself when you look in the mirror? Are you ready to be a little bit more adventurous? Is there something that, is really inspiring you right now? And because you've been playing things a little too safe, you've maybe not gone for that. Maybe you haven't taken that leap of faith. Taurus, this is very interesting. I think this is very interesting to see. I think that you are going through an internal change. I feel like it's more of an internal change than it is, playing it safe with love. Again, but that could resonate with some of you. I think this is the way you see yourself. And I think that you're ready to leap into something new. Let's look at your current energies, because the current energies, of course, have a lot to do with what's happening as we move along our days, along our journey. Number 2, energy, we've got planning and action. I feel like you're mapping out something. Currently, you're looking at things. You're looking at places to go, people to see. I feel like you're planning a new adventure. And I think that you are, it's a little bit stepping out of your comfort zone. But it's something that I think that you're really exploring at this time. Because I think you're discovering something new about yourself. Now, anytime we start to set new structures, new plans, we can feel a little sense of fear. Number 5, energy. Again, we've got lots of energy cards here. 3 energy cards. It means your energy is shifting. Your energy is changing. What you once feared, I think that you're starting to realize that you're missing out on something. So I think these new plans that you are ready to take action with are going to help you face whatever that fear is. Because again, you're taking a new leap of faith. You're moving in a new direction. And I feel like it could be, and it's starting with an internal shift first. You're not going to see, you might not see the rewards of it or you know, how it affects you externally until you work on the internal first. Number 4, consciousness. This is having great gratitude. I think that you do show a lot of appreciation for everything in your life. And I think a lot of that stems from your traditional beliefs, your standards, your morals, your structure, your faith. And I really truly believe that your hard work and your commitment to your hard work brings this sense of gratefulness as well, with grateful energy. And when we show that appreciation for those things in life, even if they're small things, for some people it could be big things, for our health, for love, for financial stability, for a great paying job, for a job that we enjoy being at, for our own spiritual strength. All of these blessings are really coming in for you. And I feel that they are, because you are really, again, showing this great gratitude. And you know, when you show this gratefulness, whatever fears you do have, you know, the universe and your angels, they have your back. You're not alone on this journey. All right, we're going to get right into the tarot cards. Let's find out with the playing it safe and the true love. All right, we're going to get 6 cards. We're going to start with the first 2 and we will clarify them. So let's start with those to begin with. All right, Taurus, the first 2 cards here, Spirit guides. What would you like to share today with the beautiful sign Taurus? All right, we've got transformations. Yes, we see that. We were talking about how things are transforming for you. I think you're seeing yourself. I think you have a lot of strength, okay? The 9 of Wands is you're going for something for sure. You're not letting anything stand in your way. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a new, maybe you're mapping out areas in your life where you want to move to, where you want to travel to, where you want to change, do a whole new change. And as fearful as it is, you're being offered opportunities and blessings that are putting you in a position where you have to step outside of your comfort zone. But I feel like you're willfully doing it. You feel good about this at this point in your life, because this 9 of Wands is really showing your true sense of conviction, your true sense of strength, and nothing holds you back. You know, nothing is going to hold you back, because you are going for this opportunity, new opportunity, changing your life's circumstances, changing the direction in which you've been going. There's nothing wrong with that. It adds a little bit of excitement. Number 13, death. This is ruled by Pluto, so it is kind of Scorpio energy, if that makes any sense. And the only reason why I say that is because some of you really do know your birth charts. If you have Scorpio placements in your birth chart, it might make sense for you. The death card is about transformation, and it really is about a cycle in our life, or a chapter in our life in which we are ready to close. We are ready to let go. We're ready to begin a new chapter. We're ready to begin seeing things, feeling things, and moving along with a new sense of purpose. So I feel like there's lots of changes happening. Like I said, I think they might be more internal changes first. You'll build that strength up internally, which will give you the strength and the fortitude to move forward. All right, let's find out with the 9 of Wands and the Death card. Let's find out. We've got standing your ground, sticking up for yourself, setting boundaries. Boundaries are always healthy. You're going through a new flow of energy because you're closing certain chapters. You're ready for something new. You got the King of Pentacles, and I think this is very much, and can be very much, your energy. We know with any of the cards, there is no gender. Kings are leaders, but no gender. This is you taking control of your life for sure. King of Pentacles is all about structure. You know, it's all about planning for the future, working hard, working diligently, setting those plans, reaching those goals, you know, thinking ahead, you know, really thinking ahead. But does the King of Pentacles play it too safe sometimes? This could be a question you're asking yourself. You know, I want the balance of feeling the sense of stability in my life, but I also want to add a little bit of excitement in my life. I need to figure out within myself, you know, how to face those fears so that I can start moving forward. because I want to add it's as if you want to add a new element of something in your life. These changes that are taking place for you, I really think that you have a strong sense of willpower. I think that the playing it safe, as far as your financial stability goes, I don't think you're taking risks where that is concerned. I think it's more of a personal risk and more of an internal risk. I think it's your adding adventure to your life. Let's keep going, okay? We want to keep going and start figuring out how we're putting all of this together. There is something that you are going for. Now, for some of you, it could be a job where you are elevating your experience. You're learning more. You're taking on more responsibilities. A new contract. You're evolving somehow. All right, you are definitely evolving somehow. With the King of Swords is really, again, about intellect, intelligence, clarity. He holds the sword of truth because, you know, again, very powerful mind. Your thought processes are going through a whole change. You're seeing situations differently. It could be a contract. It could be a contract that is changing for you, restructuring at a company, restructuring your whole work placement. The direction in which you have been going is going through a change. The Three of Swords is about something that you're healing from. Threes are about growth. Sometimes we outgrow situations in our life, whether they're relationships, whether they're business agreements or contracts. Sometimes we outgrow those things because we're ready to step outside of our comfort zone and we're ready to start something new. For some of you, yes, maybe it is a relationship. Maybe a relationship is going through an adjustment, and maybe it's something that you're realizing you've had to set some boundaries, and now you're going to go for something different. Again, it's going to be different for each of you. And although it can be fearful, because change in life is always fearful for everyone, but I feel like there's something better coming in for you because the energy is shifting for you. Let's get the card to clarify the King of Swords and the Three of Swords. I feel like a contract. I feel that's more like a contract or an agreement has ended and you're healing from it because you're seeing that the sun is shining. Yeah, there's a big, huge transformation happening for you, Taurus. And again, remember, this is a general reading, so parts of it might resonate with your situation and others might not. All right, the things that don't resonate, I need you to let them go because, again, I'm focusing on the energy of what the cards are saying for this week. Now, with the Death card coming up twice, number 13, I certainly want you to keep number 13 as a very important number. You are going through a huge change. This Three of Swords for me in this reading is showing that something painful has already happened. It's part of it's almost really part of your past, but you're still dealing with the effects of it. And you're slowly but surely starting to learn what you need to do, what ground you need to stand, what boundaries you need to set to start removing those swords from your heart. And I believe it comes with a lot of truth. There's a lot of integrity. There's a lot of truth. There's a lot of important information that now with Mercury going direct and we're not sitting in that sort of bubble of confusion, the clarity is speaking itself. It's shining through for you. It's more evident now. And it's really helping you to see that this is a huge transformation that's happening for you. I feel for some of you, there could be some sort of restructure with a company. Your position could be changing. You could be moving in a totally different direction where your work is concerned, if those of you are still working. For others of you, this is sort of an internal shift and transformation. Let's keep going, okay? Let's keep getting cards. Let's get 2 more cards here, all right? I really do feel like that Three of Swords, you're healing from it. Absolutely, you're healing from it. And your intuition is extremely on high alert. So what your angels are wanting to reiterate to you at this time, Taurus, is that it's really important for you to trust in your inner wisdom, your inner knowing. You have a deep sense of knowing, and it's to be trusted. That feeling you get when things are shifting and changing in your life, when you are presented opportunities that could be exciting. If you follow your intuition, whether or not you're taking a leap of faith or whether you're deciding to play it safe, you're going to know the right direction for you. So make sure that you're trusting in that intuition. I feel like that you are receiving a lot of deep clarity here, and this is what's giving you the strength to go for something new. I feel like you are exploring new territory here, and this is why we see fear. But, you know, mixed with fear is blessings. So we've got these blessings that are coming in that are helping you to create a new sense of a plan, where you want to redirect your energy. Number 8, the Strength card. You're not afraid here, okay? The Strength card overcomes the fear. The blessings that are coming in, the butterflies that are surrounding your solar plex chakra, because it's covered in yellow here, is the confidence that you feel as you are transforming into or elevating or evolving your inner growth. Like you're growing beyond measure here, whether that is financial growth, internal growth, spiritual growth, physical growth. Like you're just feeling, I think your whole way of following what your heart truly desires is going through a shift. Trusting in your intuition also brings you the strength and the clarity as well. Let's get a card for the High Priestess and the Strength card here. Lots of transformations. We're happy to see the old energy. This old energy needs a reboot. So this transformation you're going through is actually a very healthy transformation. And you got the Hierophant. The Hierophant, the High Priest, number 5 in the Major Arcana is all about Taurus. It is a representation of you. You are showing up very strong in your reading this week. It shows that your faith, that there's blessings within that are coming into your path. It's helping you release the fears of moving in a direction where maybe life is going to offer you a little bit more excitement. Stepping out of your comfort zone doesn't mean that you have to change your beliefs or change your structure, your standards or your morals. You can still stay structured with the things that you've committed yourself to. For a lot of you, I feel like commitment is very important to you. And I think that something you have committed to yourself, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, is going through an adjustment. It's going through a major transformation. And I think intuitively, you know, the guidance that you're receiving, it's almost as if you've kind of felt this. This isn't like this is something taking you by surprise. I think internally you've known that changes are happening, a restructure is happening. And you've been playing things safe because, again, you know, it's a little bit of unknown territory. But you're learning something new about yourself and what you are actually capable of doing and the amount of strength that you actually have. So with this Hierophant card, I really feel like it can be a marriage card. It can be the blessings of somebody is blessing two people. I feel like if there has been any sort of contracts or agreements that, you know, you've been committed to and they are going through adjustments, I feel like there's a lot of faith. There's a lot of strength. I feel like there's a lot of growth here. Definitely learning something new. It is a beautiful path. Let's see what your angels would also like to share with you for your reading this week as well, Taurus. Spirit angels guides. Okay, I've got one there. 2. Yeah, there's love. There's love in your reading here. Definitely. The love, a newfound love for yourself. Okay, I like this. I like the way these cards are shining through here. So we're going to start with number 23. Okay, we're going to start with this one, and it's called the Maple Spirit. And like I said, it's number 23. It's all about generosity. So we can see this beautiful tree here, and the tree is filled with red flowers, red leaves. I feel there is a lot of love around your situation this week. And I feel like you're starting to maybe even have a better understanding of what love really means. Again, with lots of great blessings coming in here. So the Spirit of the Maple says to be open to receive the bounty of the universe. At the same time, be generous with others and with yourself. A warmth of spirit radiates from you. Share from your heart and receive with an open heart, and success will blossom. It's that sense of partnership. It's that sense of generosity. It's that sense of commitment. And when you show that to others, you will certainly see that it comes back to you as well. So it's quite deep, to be honest, but it's quite a I almost feel like there was this heaviness, but I feel like with this maple spirit, I feel like things are kind of whimsical. Things are opening up. You're releasing the swords that were in your heart. So with clarity and transformation, you know, you're going through a huge adjustment here. Number 47, we've got the Wild Rose Fairy, which is all about love. So it says, the spirit of the wild rose says, you are more cherished than you can possibly know. Open your heart to receive. You see, both of these cards are about opening your heart to receive. Love is on its way. You are an eternal vessel for love to flow through. You are enough just as you are. You don't have to do major changes. Be who you are. Stay grounded with your morals, your standards, your faith, your commitment to yourself, the commitment to the things that you want to explore in your life. I believe that there is some sort of excitement coming in for you. I think that for some of you, it could be, I know you're not all here for relationship, and love does seem to be coming through a big transformation for you this week. But it really is that love is almost shining through in a different light for you. You're seeing love from a different perspective, and it's opening up. It's opening up a whole new way of looking at it. And this love really shows that you need to be open to receive, because there are a multitude of messages coming through this week that are bringing love your way. Love for the things that you want in life, love for your family, love on an intimate level, and love again on a personal level for yourself. You're exploring it in a whole new way. All right, Taurus, we are now going to close out your reading with your angel number. So let's see what that angel number is. We know number 13 is an extremely important number for you to keep in mind this week. And you got energy levels, and we talked about energy because you've got the energy here. You've got a lot of energy with the green here. I just want to show it to you. So energy, number 5, the fear. Number 2, energy, the planning and action. And then, of course, the energy card here, the true love. 2121, energy levels. It says prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, and the opposite sex. So it says the day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There is no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. You need to trust in you. When it says trust in you, it's saying trust in your intuition. When you're meeting with new people and you're exploring new opportunities, whether they're work or whether they're emotional new opportunities, it's very important for you to trust in the energy that you feel around the situation or with those people. Trust in source to help give you the guidance that you are looking for. Lots of transformations this week. It might be just the beginning or small steps that are starting to change things up for you. But you know, this is going to bring you some long-term prosperity. There is no doubt about it. And there is certainly a lot of love, a lot of universal love, and supporting you this week as well. Thank you so much, Taurus, for joining me. I hope that you really enjoyed your reading, and I certainly hope it resonates. Please, of course, let me know. I truly appreciate all of your love and your support. Until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.